Hey, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. What we're going to be doing is going over the types of evidence that are created when you go to a CE. A CE is a consultative examination. It's an appointment set up and paid for by the Social Security Administration. So let's go ahead and begin with what that is, okay? I am using the iPhone 7. The phone may be high, may be low. I'm not really sure. There's two little cameras popping out of it. So as we go through these videos, I will adjust it. But I am testing it at night while driving in the car with the light on in the car to see how well, basically, it's different from the original iPhone 6s Plus. I had an iPhone 6s Plus 128 gig. It literally blew up. So it's probably from doing these videos. Who knows? But I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Boom. There we go. Let's talk about CEs and the types of evidence that come from it. All right. A CE is a consultative examination, medical appointment set up and paid for by the SSA. The doctor creates objective evidence and subjective written down evidence. All right, so let's go through that. If you're not sure what the difference is between objective and subjective evidence comes from you. You are the claimant. You make testimony. You tell stories. That evidence is subjective because you are not a trained professional in your industry that can create objective evidence. Objective evidence is evidence that relies on tried and true ways of creating evidence. A machine does a review of something and prints something out. Objective evidence. A doctor makes a diagnostic impression. Objective evidence. You tell a story about you were crazed one time and had to have the police call on you because you just couldn't control your anxiety, depression, bipolar, whatever. Subjective evidence, so long as you didn't have anything to back it up. If you did have something to corroborate it, it's a little late as you can imagine, then in that particular case, let's talk about a police report, let's talk about a medical document that shows that you got to the hospital because you were Baker acted, blah, 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 blah. In that case, you have corroborated your evidence to show, your subjective evidence with objective evidence to go ahead and show that it is true, and that also, of course, adds weight to your evidence. Now, remember, objective evidence is worth more than subjective evidence in court. Well, what do I mean by that? Evidence is weighed. Remember the little scales of, justice, the lady there, it's weighed. Some evidence weighs more than other evidence. So remember, if some evidence weighs more, the scale tips, boop, and then this heavier evidence is the stuff that wins the claim or provides the proof that, leads them to their adjudication's conclusion. In that particular instance, what happens is that you can go to court now after going to your CE and know that the SSA has a medical expert in their corner with documented objective, evidence. So understand that objective evidence is like a stop sign. You got to stop there. Subjective evidence is like a yield sign, where basically, it might be true, it might not be true. You kind of figure, there's some wiggle room there. But medical evidence that is objective, that is worth a whole lot more than whatever you come up with, unless you can corroborate it with other evidence. All right, and add to the fact pattern, add to the storyline. So that is the type of evidence that comes from your medical, CE. We're going to do another video as to a little bit more depth about medical evidence and CE and things that they usually include in your report. So just kind of hang in there. I am doing a zillion videos tonight, so I am stumbling over my words a little bit, but we will make it to the end of all these videos that we're going to be doing, because we're going to be doing about 100 videos tonight, just by in itself, this wonderful drive. So Attorney Walter Hnot, Disability Resolution PA, Orlando, Orange County-based Social Security disability law firm. If you want the most up-to-date information, cool, give me a call or shoot me an email. If you want something a little bit more explained, same deal, shoot me an email, give me a call, blah, blah, blah. And remember, free consultations. Usually what I do is I just have you guys call me back while I'm eating dinner, or call me back, while I'm working on something. I can kind of do two things at once. I do not restrict it. I do not charge you after 30 minutes. I don't do any of that crap. It's too much of a pain in the butt for me to have to figure out, who did I talk to, when did I talk to them, and also there's restrictions as to how disability attorneys can get paid and things like that. So it's just too much of a waste of time. If you have questions, call me, I'll help you out. And then if you want to choose me for representation, cool. If not, cool, doesn't matter. All right, I will catch you later. You have an absolutely wonderful day, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.